Entering the Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's the Vikings and the Packers. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. We've got the 1-3 Vikings, the 1-3 Packers. Both these teams currently tied for last place in the NFC Central, looking up at the Bucs, Bears, and Lions. Those three teams just with one loss. Minnesota will kick off. Green Bay will get the ball first. We're underway on a beautiful day at Lambeau. Smith, 2 yards deep, brings it out over the 20, 25. Bringing it back. Jameson Smith in his third year out of Texas A&M. First down, Green Bay. Led by their starting quarterback, Mark Emden, in his 14th year out of Florida. He's led the Packers to 3 Super Bowls, winning 2 of them. First and 10, Green Bay, from their own 26-yard line. Just underway here at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Week number 5. We'll go over the standings in the NFC Central in a second. On first and 10, 4 receivers set wide. Emden hands off to DJ Burke, and a flag is down. We'll sort this one out. It looks like Burke lost a yard. Holding on the Packers on the first play from scrimmage. Justin Hancock, the right tackle.
Still first in.
That'll back it up. He'd be first and 20, back at the 16-yard line. In the NFC Central right now, Detroit and Tampa Bay are both 4-1. The Bears are 3-1. They have yet to play. They play the Dolphins later this week. And then these two teams are 1-3. Emden in the shotgun on 2nd and 20. Emden hands off to Burke, and DJ Burke makes his way down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. Got half of it back. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. DJ Burke in his 5th year out of Georgia. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Green Bay at the 25-yard line. Opening drive of the ballgame. Emden in the shotgun. Emden draws back, looks downfield, rolls out, throws, gets it out to Burke. He's out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down. Here's the Packers offense up front. McMahon, Mills, Hayes, Sitton, and Hancock. And then it's Alexander, Smith, Burt, Griner, and Kirkwood. It'll bring up 3rd and 7 for Green Bay at their own 29-yard line. Four receivers set wide. Emden in the shotgun. Emden drops back, looking, rolls out. He may take off. No, he throws downfield. Caught wide open. Alexander down to the Viking 38-yard line. A 33-yard catch by John Alexander, the 13th year receiver out of Michigan. First down, Packers. A beautiful day in Green Bay. 62 degrees at kickoff. Bright sunny skies. Not bad for the first week of October in Green Bay. First and 10 Packers from the Viking 38-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Emden in the shotgun. Emden hands off to DJ Burke. Up the middle, Burke's got a first down. All the way down to the 22-yard line. A 14-yard run by DJ Burke, the 5th year back out of Georgia. First down Packers. On the tackle, number 21 for the Vikings, Jeremy Bell, in his 4th year out of Alabama. And Dion Dial, the linebacker, number 59, in his 4th year out of San Jose State. Coming up on 6 minutes left in the first quarter, opening drive of the ballgame. Emden in the shotgun. Emden hands off to Burke, and Burke's going to lose a yard back to the 23-yard line. On the tackle, number 55, Ty Martin, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Tennessee. And that'll bring up 2nd and 11. Opening drive of the ballgame. The 1-3 Vikings, the 1-3 Packers. Both teams trying to get back in the NFC Central race. On 2nd and 11. Emden drops back, steps up, he gets sacked back at the 26-yard line. A loss of 3 yards on the sack. Kendall Rawlings, the 2nd-year defensive back, or defensive end out of Georgia Tech. A loss of 3. It'll be 3rd and 14 for Green Bay. So the Packers facing a big 3rd down here on their opening drive. Packers come out. 4 receivers set wide. Emden in the shotgun. Emden drops back. Rolls out. Being chased. And he throws. Gets it out to Fancher. And Fancher all the way down to the 1-yard line. Deshaun Fancher, the rookie out of UTEP. It'll be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. I think we have an injury timeout. Deshaun Fancher, the rookie wide receiver out of UTEP, a 25-yard catch down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal Packers at the Viking 1. Trying to score a touchdown on the opening drive. Nice opening drive so far by Green Bay. Methodically moving it down the field. Doubleheader today. We'll have the Rams and the Saints after this. We'll be in New Orleans for that one. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Emden to Sullivan, or Sullivan in motion. Emden hands off to Burke. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 1-yard touchdown run by DJ Burke. The Packers take the opening kickoff, march down the field, and get a touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run by DJ Burke, and the Packers take a 6-0 lead. Griffey for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Packers lead at 7-0. 4:50 left here in the first quarter. Live from Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports. Here's the kickoff. Fielded by Barker at the goal line over the 10, 15, 20. And Aaron Barker brings it out to the 27-yard line. Aaron Barker for Minnesota. in his 6th year out of Pittsburgh. Kevin Bickford, the starting quarterback, in his 8th year out of Army. So the Minnesota Vikings will get the ball for the first time down 7-0 to Green Bay here at Lambeau Field. 4:45 left to play here in the first quarter. Packers up 7-0. On 1st and 10. In the offset eye. Bickford hands off to Hinson, and Hinson plows forward down to the 31-yard line. Let's take a look at the Minnesota offense. Up front, Jenkins, Blanchard, Valentine, Brocious, and Long. And then it's North, Saxon, Hinson, Underwood, and Monterey. A gain of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Vikings at their own 31-yard line. On 2nd down, Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford hands off to Hinson, and Hinson's got the first down out to the 39-yard line. An 8-yard gain. First down, Minnesota. Kyle Hinson in his 7th year out of Ole Miss. Packers lead at 7-0 here in the first quarter. Vikings opening possession of the game. Vikings come out, first down from their own 39. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford hands off to Hinson again. Hinson makes his way out to the 43-yard line, a 4-yard gain. Let's take a look at the Packers defense. They play a 3-4. Claywell, Brown, and Doris up front. The linebackers are Owens, Harris, Spencer, and Moulton. And the secondary, Young, Palmer, Hughes, and Saxon. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Vikings at their own 43. 3.5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Four receivers set wide. Bickford in the shotgun. On 2nd down. Bickford hands off. No. Play action. Rolls out. Looking. Throws downfield. Is caught by Monterey. Down to the 36-yard line. A 21-yard gain by James Monterey. The 6th-year receiver out of North Carolina. First down, Vikings. Into Packer territory. Three minutes and counting here in the first quarter. Vikings on the move from the Green Bay 36-yard line. Three receivers to the near side. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford hands off to Hinson. And Hinson, 3 yards to the 33-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. On the tackle, Charles Moulton, the 5th-year linebacker out of Boise State. 2nd and 7 for Minnesota. On 2nd down, 3 receivers to the far side this time. Bickford back. Bickford throws, gets it to Monterey. Out to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. On the tackle, number 21, Robert Saxon, the former Saint, in his 11th year out of Indiana. Saxon spent 10 years with New Orleans, now is in his first year with Green Bay. 3rd and 2, Minnesota from the Green Bay 28-yard line. Bickford hands off to Saxon around the outside. And Saxon, no relation, actually gains 2 yards. About 1.5 yards. Antonio Saxon in his 2nd year out of Army. It'll be 4th down. Making the tackle, number 28 for Green Bay. That's Jackson Hughes, the free safety. Makes the tackle, keeps the Vikings from getting the first down. Tom Davison will come on This will be a 43-yard field goal attempt to get the Vikings on the board. There's the snap, kick is up, and it's good. Green Bay leads it 7-3 as the Vikings get on the board. A minute 24 left to play here in the first quarter. We're live from Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports. So the Packers get a touchdown on their opening drive. The Vikings get a field goal on theirs. Tom Davidson will kick off for Minnesota. Still down 7-3. There's the kick. Fielded by Smith, the yard deep. Brings it out over the 15, 20, 25. Out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Jamison Smith, the third-year back at Texas A&M. First down, Green Bay. They'll start at their own 31-yard line. With a minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. NFC Central matchup today. The 1-3 Vikings, the 1-3 Packers. These are two teams you normally expect to see at the top of the standings, not at the bottom of the standings like they are right now. A full 2 games back of Chicago, 2.5 behind Detroit and Tampa Bay. Emden takes the snap, looking, throws, gets it out to Kirkwood, and Vince Kirkwood 5 yards out to the 36-yard line. Let's take a look at the Vikings defense. They play a 4-3. Edwards, Mason, Vernon, and Hull up front. Linebackers, Rawlings, Martin, and Florence. And the secondary, Bell, Monroe, Porter, and Hewitt. 2nd and 5 for Green Bay at the 36-yard line. Coming up on a minute left here in the first quarter. Packers up 7-3. Emden in the shotgun. Emden fakes the handoff inside. Throws downfield. Caught by John Alexander down to the 41-yard line. A 23-yard gain for the 13th-year receiver out of Michigan, John Alexander. He's a big target, 6'4". I say this many times, he's a wide receiver with tight end size. He is a big receiver. Less than 30 seconds left in the quarter. 1st and 10 Packers from the Viking 41. 4 receivers set wide. Emden in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Emden looking, rolls out, throws to Griner. He holds on. No, incomplete. Couldn't hold on. It was knocked away by Montel Monroe, the 5th-year safety out of Florida State. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Green Bay. Nice play by Monroe, breaking up that pass. 13 seconds left here in the first. This should be the last play of the first quarter, we think. On 2nd and 10. Emden hands off to Burke around the outside, and Burke's got the first down. He fumbles out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Or at the 30-yard line, excuse me. With 9 seconds left, it's an 11-yard gain down to the 30-yard line. Ty Martin made the tackle. The ball popped loose, but it went out of bounds. It'll be Green Bay ball. That stops the clock with 9 seconds left. First and 10 Green Bay from the Viking 30. Now the clock runs. Let's see if they get the play off in time. Emden in the shotgun. And they do. Hands off to Burke inside. And Burke down to the 25-yard line. At the end of one, the Packers are up 7-3 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports. The 1-3 Packers, the 1-3 Vikings. Both teams currently tied for last place in the division. 2 games behind the Bears, 2.5 behind the Lions and the Buccaneers, who have both won this week already. 2nd and 5 for the Packers from the 25-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Emden hands off to Burke, and DJ Burke up the middle, all the way out to the 16-yard line. A gain of 9 yards and a Packer first down to the Vikings 16. Green Bay trying to get another touchdown, take a 2-score lead if they can. First and 10 from the 16. Emden in the shotgun. Emden to Burke. Burke gets hit in the backfield. A loss of 3 yards back to the 19-yard line. Ray Edwards, the 13th year defensive end out of Purdue, makes the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss on the play. Edwards came around the outside unblocked. Packers now from the Viking 19-yard line, 2nd and 13. Packers come out in the I formation. Emden hands off to Burke, and Burke gets hit and brought down at the 18, a 1-yard gain. Wayne Hull on the tackle in his 15th year out of Idaho. It'll be 3rd and 12 from the Viking 18-yard line. If the Vikings hold the Packers to a field goal, it keeps it a 1-score game. Emden in the shotgun. Emden draws back. Throws outside to Smith. And Jamison Smith down to the 9. He'll end up 3 yards short of the first down. They'll bring up 4th down. And the Packers are going to have to settle for a field goal. This will be a 26-yard attempt by James Griffey, the 11th year veteran out of Army. So Griffey from 26 yards, this will put the Packers back up by 7. The kick is up, looks good, is good. So Green Bay back to a 7-point lead. They lead the Vikings 10-3. With 5:59 left to play here in the first half. Live from Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports. So the Packers back up by a touchdown. Griffey will kick off. There's the kick. Fielded by Simmons, 2 yards deep over the 15, 20, 25. And Simmons out to the 30-yard line on the return. Jarvis Simmons in his 4th year out of Tennessee. First down Vikings, they'll start at their own 30-yard line. Down by 7. 5:55 left to play here in the first half. On a beautiful day in Green Bay. On 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
McGrath in motion. Bickford takes the snap, hands off to Henson. And Kyle Henson 2 yards out to the 32-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Antonio Spencer, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 3rd year out of Texas. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. On 2nd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Bickford drops back. Bickford looking, throws to the near side to Henson. And Henson out to the 40-yard line. Looks like he's just a little bit shy of the first down. A gain of 7 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and inches. Kyle Henson, the 7th year back out of Ole Miss. Antonio Spencer, the linebacker, on the tackle for Green Bay. As we're coming up on 5 minutes left here in the first half. On 3rd down.
Let's go.
4 receivers set wide. Bickford to Henson up the middle. Henson with a first down. Henson to the Packer 49-yard line. An 11-yard gain by Kyle Henson. First down, Vikings. That'll move the chains. The first meeting of the season between the Vikings and Packers here at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. 4:35 and counting here in the first half. 1st and 10 from the Packer 49.
Here we go now.
Bickford back. Scott all day throws to the near side to Underwood down the sideline. Out to the 39-yard line, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and inches. Lawson Underwood, the 6th year tight end out of Iowa, on the tackle. The linebacker, Jimmy Owens, making the tackle in his 10th year out of Tennessee. 4 minutes left in the first half. Vikings come out in the offset eye.
3-19.
Bickford hands off to Saxon around the outside. And Robert Saxon down to the 38-yard line, a 1-yard gain. And that'll be enough for a Viking first down. It's actually Antonio Saxon. I had his first name wrong. The 2nd year back out of Army. The Vikings have a Saxon on offense, and the Packers have a Saxon on defense. .335 and counting here in the first half. 1st and 10 Minnesota. They can tie it up with a touchdown from the Packer 38-yard line. Bickford to Saxon again. And Saxon gets down to the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the tackle, number 90, Bryson Claywell, in his 5th year out of California. 3:10 and counting here in the first half. Vikings will have it, 2nd and 8 at the Packer 36.
All right, here we go.
Bickford, play action, looking, throws downfield, is caught by Monterey inside the 20, all the way down to the 16-yard line. A 20-yard catch by James Monterey. First down, Vikings. Minnesota trying to tie the game up before halftime. Green Bay leads it 10-3. James Monterey in his 6th year out of North Carolina. 2:40 and counting here in the half. First down, Vikings at the Packers 16-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford in the shotgun.
3-19.
Bickford draws back. Throws outside. It's caught. No, it's not. Incomplete. Lawson Underwood could not bring it in. It was broken up by number 42, Matt Palmer, in his 9th year out of Iowa, the safety. It'll be 2nd and 10, and that'll stop the clock with 2:24 left here in the first half. 2-minute warning coming up. In the I formation on 2nd down. Bickford to Henson, and Henson goes nowhere. He's going to lose a yard back to the 17-yard line. On the tackle, number 58, Charles Bolton. And that'll bring up 3rd and 11 for Minnesota. So a big 3rd down coming up for the Vikings as we're coming up on the 2-minute warning. I don't think they'll get the playoff in time. At the 2-minute warning, Green Bay leads it 10-3 here at Chapman Sports. And welcome back to Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Week 5 here at Chapman Sports, the 1-3 Vikings, the 1-3 Packers. Packers lead at 10-3. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Vikings at the Green Bay 17-yard line. Big 3rd down. Vikings, they'd like to tie up the game. 5 receivers set wide. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford drops back. Throws downfield into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A 17-yard touchdown catch by James Monterey. They didn't go for the first down, they went for the touchdown, and they got it. Touchdown Vikings. It's now 10-9 with the extra point coming. James Monterey, a 17-yard touchdown catch. And now Tom Davidson will come on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 10 with 1:57 left to play here in the first half. Live from Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Week 5 here at Chapman Sports. As I pointed out earlier, you don't normally see these two teams at the bottom of the standings, but that's where they are. Both these teams are 1-3. Detroit and Tampa Bay are both 4-1. The Bears are 3-1. They have yet to play this week. And these two teams are both 1-3. The Bears play Miami later this week. That game will be on Saturday. The Dolphins and the Bears. We've got the Rams and the Saints up after this. Looks like Davidson will kick off for Minnesota in a tie ball game. There's the kick. Fielded by Porter at the 4-yard line over the 20-25, and Porter brings it out to the 29-yard line. Isaiah Porter, the rookie out of Clemson. First down Green Bay. They have plenty of time. 1:54. And they have 3 timeouts. Green Bay will start from their own 29-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Emden in the shotgun. Emden hands off to Burke, and Burke across the 30 to the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. Wayne Hull on the tackle for Minnesota. Clock continues to move. 1:35 and counting here in the half. We're all tied up at 10. 4 receivers set wide. Emden in the shotgun with a back on either side. Takes the snap, looks downfield, throws, gets it out, incomplete. That was broken up by number 29, Nathan Hewitt, the 11th year defensive back out of USC. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. The intended receiver was Vince Kirkwood, number 86. Nice defensive play by Hewitt. 1:21 left here in the half. Packers come out on 3rd and 7. 4 receivers set wide. Emden draws back, throws downfield, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Greg Griner, Breaking up the pass, Jim Florence, the linebacker, in his 4th year out of Wake Forest. It'll be 4th down. The Packers go 3 and out. They don't spend a whole lot of time doing it either. 1:17 left. The Vikings still have 3 timeouts. Brett Kern back to punt for Green Bay. Gets the punt away. Fielded by Simmons at the 12, and Simmons brings it out to the 20-yard line. Jarvis Simmons. First down, Minnesota. The Vikings still have time to score again. They can take the lead before half. 1:08. They have 3 timeouts. Plenty of time. Doubleheader for you today. Rams and Saints after this. We'll have a doubleheader for you tomorrow as well. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford back. Looks downfield, throws deep. Going for the home run. He's got a man wide open. Brian Black. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown. Vikings 80 yards to Brian Black. The 7th-year receiver out of Oklahoma State. He got open behind the secondary. Bickford found him for an 80-yard touchdown catch. I mean, Brian Black was open behind the secondary. I mean, he was wide open. 80 yards in the touchdown. Wow. And Minnesota takes the lead for the first time. What a great play by Bickford and Black. The Vikings go up 16-10. Davison will come on for the extra point. There's the snap, kick is up, and it's good. Vikings lead it 17-10. 59 seconds left to play here in the first half. Live from Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports. The Vikings strike quickly, 1 play, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Those 1-play drives are nice. The only problem is it gives Green Bay time. The Packers still have 3 timeouts and 59 seconds to work with. So Davison will kick off for Minnesota. There's the kick. Smith from the 4-yard line over the 20, 25, and Jameson Smith out to the 29-yard line. That's where the Packers will take over. 55 seconds left until halftime. Minnesota up 17-10. Let's see if the Packers can get a score before halftime. They have time, and they have 3 timeouts. Rams and Saints after this will be in New Orleans for that. Later on tonight, after this game is over. Four receivers set wide. Emden in the shotgun. Emden draws back. Emden looking, throws downfield, and it's intercepted by Porter, and the Vikings get it back. Terry Porter, the 7th-year safety out of South Florida, picks it off. And now the Vikings, they still have 3 timeouts and 48 seconds left in the half. They lead it 17-10. A chance now for Minnesota to get a field goal at the very least before halftime. The pass was intended for Greg Reiner, underthrown, and Terry Porter picks it off for the Vikings. Bickford, already 2 touchdowns here in the first half. Kevin Bickford's had a good first half. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line for Minnesota. 48 seconds left until halftime. Vikings come out, 4 receivers set wide.
Here we go.
Kicking Uncle's in the house. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford back. Bickford throws. Incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 44 seconds left. Good to see you, Kicking Uncle. Let's go, Packers. The Packers led 7-3. Actually, the Packers led 10-3 at one point. The Vikings with 14 unanswered points. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings at the 36. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford back. Bickford throws to Black down the sideline. One man to beat. And he's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 39-yard gain to Brian Black, who caught the 80-yard touchdown a moment ago. Black has got 2 catches and he's over 100 yards receiving already. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock. He saw that he was being run down. So he decided to get out of bounds and stop the clock without using a timeout. The Vikings will have it at the Green Bay 25-yard line. They still have 3 timeouts. They can take a 2-score lead here. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford, low snap, hands off to Hinson. Up the middle, and Kyle Hinson fumbles. And who comes up with it? Green Bay. Hinson coughed it up. And coming up with it is Robert Saxon, number 21. He recovers the fumble. The hit was laid on by number 53, David Harris, the linebacker. He's the one that made the hit that forced the ball loose. So just when you thought the Vikings were going to go up by 2 scores, the Packers get a turnover. And now Green Bay with 31 seconds left in the half. Down by 7. They have 31 seconds left. Yeah, I know. I don't use those servers, though. Everything I say gets stored on the console. Burt. And Burt to the 14-yard line. Again, it wanted to be 2nd and 9. You knew it's just going to be a matter of time, Kicking Uncle. I knew it. I think it's because a lot of people are still playing 19. They're trying to get them to play the newer games. 2nd and 9 from the 14, and that's halftime. We've hit halftime. Your halftime score, Minnesota 17, Green Bay 10 here at Jammin' Sports. Back to Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports, the Vikings and the Packers. Minnesota leads it 17-10. And the Vikings will get the ball first in the second half. Both teams come in at 1-3. Both teams are currently in last place, tied for last place in the NFC Central. Griffey will kick off for the Packers. Fielded by Barker at the 3-yard line. Aaron Barker out over the 25 to the 27-yard line. The 6th-year receiver out of Pittsburgh. Kevin Bickford comes back out to lead the offense. Here's some first half highlights. Bickford with 2 touchdown passes already. There's the 80-yard pass to Brian Black for the touchdown. The 80-yard bomb. Another catch by Black. That's not the touchdown, though. And there's the touchdown to Black again. Rest in peace. My rank record, 111 and 33. That's not bad. I was reading an article where a lot of people were still playing 19 more than any of the 20s. And EA, I knew they were going to shut it down. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Bickford fakes the handoff, throws downfield, incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. EA Sports doesn't like that the older game is getting more use than the newer games. I knew it was just a matter of time. 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. In the I formation. Bickford to Henson up the middle, and Henson gets 2 yards to the 29. David Harris, the linebacker, on the tackle. Look, Madden 19 plays better, looks better than any of the 20s. It just does. 3rd and 8 from the 29-yard line. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford drops back. Throws down the middle. It's incomplete. Broken up by Greg Pittman, the 4th-year safety out of Texas A&M. The Vikings go 3 and out. They'll have to punt. Green Bay's going to get the ball back with a chance to tie up the ball game. Vikings up 17-10. Zach Young gets the punt blocked, and the Packers pick it up at the 17-yard line. Jackson Hughes, number 28, blocks the punt. The 3rd-year safety out of Georgia blocks it, and it's recovered by David Harris, the linebacker. So the Packers get a blocked punt. And now Green Bay is going to start in great field position at the Vikings 17-yard line. The other day I loaded up Madden 18 to look at it. Even Madden 18 has better graphics than the newer Maddens. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Emden drops back, throws, and it's picked off by Jeremy Bell. Nobody there in front of him. Bell, he could go coast to coast. He could go all the way. 97 yards for the touchdown. Jeremy Bell, the 4th-year defensive back out of Alabama. A 97-yard interception return for a touchdown. A 97-yard pick six for the Vikings. And they go up by 2 touchdowns. By the time he got turned around, there was no Packer in sight. And Bell goes coast to coast, 97 yards for the touchdown. Vince Kirkwood, the intended receiver for Green Bay, Bell's right there, and he takes it all the way. Vikings are now up by 2 touchdowns. It got quiet here at Lambeau. The crowd is really quiet. Packer bench not happy. Davidson for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. The Vikings lead by 2 touchdowns, 24-10. With just over 7 minutes left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Live from Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports. Now, Madden 19's graphics are a little bit better than 18, but 18's are good too. The lighting is just a little bit better in 19. But the player models in 18 and 19 are a lot better than the 20 through 23. Some of 23's player models look cartoonish. Especially the offensive linemen. Davidson will kick off for the Vikings, up by 14. Fielded by Porter, a yard deep over the 15, 20. And Isaiah Porter brings it out to the 24-yard line, the rookie out of Clemson. The Packers now, they're down by 2 touchdowns. They still have a lot of time left, though. There's almost 7 minutes left here in the third quarter. Plenty of time. You got to put that defensive touchdown behind you and just move forward. 1st and 10 Green Bay from the 24-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Emden in the shotgun. Emden fakes the handoff. Watch out, gets sacked. Ray Edwards comes in. An 11-yard sack. The 13th year defensive end out of Purdue. And that'll bring up 2nd and 21. A loss of 11 on the play. Edwards got around the outside and made a beeline to Emden and got the sack. .640 in counting. Here in the third quarter. Vikings up 24-10. 4 receivers set wide for Green Bay. Emden in the shotgun. Emden drops back. Throws outside, incomplete. He short hopped it. It'll bring up 3rd and 21. That'll stop the clock with 6:25 left. I'm Jimmy Jam. I got Kick and Uncle in here. Misty's here. Say hi, Misty. Misty says hi. 4 receivers set wide. Emden in the shotgun. Emden fakes the handoff, throws. It's nearly picked off again, but broken up by number 59, Dion Dial, the linebacker, in his 4th year out of San Jose State. Greg Griner, the intended receiver. That was almost another pick by Minnesota. Griner has yet to catch a pass. 4th and 21, Green Bay's going to have to punt. Brett Kern comes in to punt, punting from his end zone. Gets the punt away. And that'll be fielded by Simmons. Nice move across midfield. And Jarvis Simmons down to the 41-yard line. So the Vikings will start in Green Bay territory, already up by 2 touchdowns. Bickford comes back out. Bickford's averaging 25 yards a throw that he completes. That's not shabby. So the Vikings will have it at the Packer 41-yard line. Still a lot of time left in this one. 6:13 left. We're still in the third quarter. In the I formation. Bickford to Henson up the middle. And Henson to the 36. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Yeah, they're all good. 17 was good. 16 was good. I like 16. Madden 20 is okay. But it went downhill from there, though. 2nd and 5 at the 36. Bickford fakes the handoff. Looking. He got hit as he threw. Incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. Coming in on the safety blitz, or the corner blitz, number 26, Mark Young, in his 3rd year out of Rice, put the pressure on him. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. 20's okay, but 21 through 23 suck. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford in the gun on 3rd down. Bickford back, looking, throws, gets it out to North, and James North down to the 20-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Minnesota. His first catch of the day. James North in his 10th year out of Florida. The Florida Gator. When I played Madden 19 on the PS4, I thought the graphics were really good. Better than the newer ones. But now that I'm playing it on a PS5, The PS5 makes it even look better. It's unbelievable how good it looks. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Bickford hands off to Hinson around the outside, and Hinson gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the tackle, Charles Moulton, a linebacker. Going to be 2nd and 10 for Minnesota. Under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. It also streams better on the PS5. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line. Bickford to Hinson again, and Hinson loses a yard this time. On the tackle, number 91, Andy Doris, the former Bengal in his 8th year out of Wisconsin. A loss of a yard will be 3rd and 1. The Vikings can make it a 3-score game, even with a field goal. Yeah, it does. It's the lighting. The lighting really makes it look real. 3rd and 11 from the 21-yard line. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford back. Throws downfield. Is picked off by David Harris. Green Bay gets it back. And Harris brings it back to the 20-yard line. Just when you thought the Vikings were going to go up by 3 scores, the Packers pick it off. David Harris, the 12th-year linebacker out of Michigan. Harris spent 10 years with the Jets. Now in his 2nd year with the Packers. So new life for the Packers. They're still down by 2 scores, but they still have time. Kicking Uncle was rooting for the Packers earlier. Well, let's see if Green Bay can get a comeback here and kick it. 4:11 left in the third. Still plenty of time. Plenty of time. They don't need to be in panic mode yet. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford drops back. Or Emden, I'm sorry. Emden drops back. Throws to Alexander. Down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 19 yards. And a Green Bay first down. Under 4 minutes left here in the third. Packers move it out to their own 39-yard line. John Alexander, he's 6'4" and a half. He's a big target. Alexander's been around a long time in his 13th year out of Michigan. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Emden hands off to DJ Burke. And Burke out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 9 to be 2nd and 1. The government don't want us to have realistic games. I don't know why the government would get involved or why they would care. Second and 1 for the Packers at their own 48. Packers trying to make it a 1-score game. On 2nd down, Emden to Burke around the outside, and Burke gets 2 yards out to the 50-yard line. First down, Packers. You see, the new consoles, the PS6, is not supposed to be out until around 2027. So by getting a PS5, that means I can keep playing Madden 19 for at least 4 more years, and hopefully 6 is backward compatible. Emden gets sacked back at the 40-yard line. On the tackle, number 31, Rashard Jones, the 9th-year free safety out of Georgia. A 10-yard loss. The Vikings execute a safety blitz to perfection. A loss of 10 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 20. At some point, Twitch will stop supporting the PS4. It probably won't be for another couple of years. Emden hands off to Burke around the outside, And Burke out to the 41-yard line. Gains 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 18. Because Twitch doesn't support the PS3 or the Xbox 360 anymore. And they haven't for a couple of years now. Third and 18 for the Packers from the 41-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Emden in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Emden throws. He's got a man open. Alexander down the sideline. Touchdown. Green Bay. A 59-yard touchdown catch by John Alexander. And the Packers have made it a one-possession game. The Packers capitalize off the interception and get the touchdown. There you go, kick it. Green Bay back in the game. You gotta like that. Griffey for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. The Vikings lead is now 7, 24-17 with 1:40 left, still in the third quarter. Live from Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports. We've got ourselves a ball game now. We'll have the Rams and the Saints after this. We'll be in New Orleans for that one. And then we'll have a doubleheader tomorrow night as well. I'll tell you about tomorrow here. Tomorrow night, it'll be the Giants and the Eagles, followed by the Broncos and the Seahawks. That'll be tomorrow. And then we'll have 4 games for you Saturday. We'll have wall-to-wall football for you Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening. Griffey will kick off. Fielded by Barker at the 4-yard line over the 15, 20, 25, 30. Aaron Barker brings it out to the 32-yard line. If Twitch hangs around, because Twitch has competition against a new rival. The new rival's called what? Kick? I've got to check that out. I haven't seen that yet. What is it? It's just called Kick? I've not heard about this. I must be living under a rock somewhere. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Emden in the shotgun. Emden hands off to Henson. And Henson out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 yards to be 2nd and 8. Kick.com. I got to go check that out. Hey, if Kick.com is easier to monetize, I'll switch over. I haven't made a whole lot of money here on Twitch, to be honest with you. On 2nd and 8, Bickford to Henson up the middle, and Henson to the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 yards and a Viking first down. Kyle Henson. The Vikings now on the move, under a minute left. In fact, 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Vikings up 24-17, trying to make it a 2-possession game again. Bickford in the gun on first down, hands off to Henson, and Henson to the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 yards, it'll be 2nd and 8. On the tackle, number 58, Charles Moulton. Kicking, have you... Same thing as Twitch, but no ads. Well, how do they make their money then? I don't have anything against advertising, but how do they make their money? On 2nd and 8. Bickford back. Bickford looking. Throws to Henson. Out to the 47-yard line, and that's the end of the third quarter. Vikings up 24-17 here at Jammin' Sports. back to Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports. We start the fourth quarter. The Vikings lead the Packers 24-17. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Vikings at the Green Bay 47-yard line. Both teams come in at 1 and 3. They don't have an app yet, okay? They must have just come around. On 3rd and 2, Bickford to Henson up the middle, and Henson very close to the first down. He's short. He's short of the first down. David Harris making the tackle. The linebacker. It'll be 4th and inches. Now, if I'm a Viking head coach, I might be tempted to go for it here. It's a beta. Okay. It'll be 4th down. The Vikings are going to punt. Zach Young back to punt. Gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline. It's out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Nice punt. Zach Young pins the Packers inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. I tell you what, if Kick.com supports a PS3, Madden 12, I absolutely love Madden 12. It was the last good Madden. It has a very deep franchise mode. I'd be sorely tempted if they support the PS3. 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. Packers come out, 4 receivers set wide. They're down by 7. Emden in the shotgun. Emden fakes the handoff, throws downfield, and is picked off by Nathan Hewitt. The Vikings get it right back. Hewitt picks it off. The 11th year defensive back out of USC. It'll be 1st down, Vikings going the other way. Madden 12 was excellent. I mean, that's why I've held on to my PS3. I still have Madden 12 in the PS3. I have NCAA 12 as well. So the Vikings get it right back. And now a chance once again for Minnesota to go up by 2 scores. They have it at the Green Bay 33-yard line. Already in field goal range. This would be a 50-yard field goal from here. On 1st and 10. Bickford drops back, throws downfield, is caught by Black, and Brian Black down to the 21-yard line. A gain of 12 yards and a Minnesota 1st down. 98, Madden 98, you're going back to the PS1 days. Back in the PS2 days, back during the PS2 days, Madden 5 and Madden 6 were really good. Madden 05 and Madden 06. I used to love Madden 06. Madden 04 was good too. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Bickford hands off to Henson, and Henson, no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. Oh yeah. 02 through 05. Great games. They really were. 2nd and 10 from the 21-yard line. Bickford under center. Bickford hands off to Henson up the middle, and Kyle Henson out to the 14-yard line. A gain of 7 yards, it'll be 2nd and 3. If this new site Kick comes up, if they support the original Xbox, I'd be sorely tempted to go back to ESPN 2K5. That was the best football game ever. Third and 3 from the 14-yard line. Bickford to Saxon, and Saxon makes his way down to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4 yards, another Viking first down. This drive is eating up time. Under 6 minutes left. Vikings up by a touchdown, trying to go up by 2 scores. I haven't even checked out who they play next week. Let's check it out. Green Bay next week will play, I'm looking at the schedule, will play at Tampa Bay. First and goal at the 10-yard line. Bickford to Saxon, and Saxon's going to be hit for no gain at the 10-yard line. It'll be second and goal from the 10. Jimmy Owens, the linebacker, on the tackle. So Green Bay plays Tampa Bay next week. Minnesota will host Detroit. This could be a couple of tough games. Second and goal from the 10-yard line. Bickford hands off to Saxon up the middle, who gets 2 yards out to the 8-yard line. It'll be third and goal. Antonio Spencer on the tackle, number 51. Even if the Vikings just get a field goal here, they'll be up by 2 possessions. Third and goal from the 8. Four receivers set wide. Bickford back. Looks to the end zone. Throws. It's picked off in the end zone by David Harris. The Vikings come up empty. David Harris, the linebacker, picks it off. His second interception of the game. The Vikings once again come up empty. And now Green Bay still down by just 1 touchdown. They can tie it up on this drive. Here we go, kicking uncle. Big comeback by Green Bay here. We might have overtime. They can force overtime maybe. It'll be a touchback. Minnesota will have it, or Green Bay will have it. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Interesting. On first and 10, Emden in the shotgun with a back on either side. Takes the snap, throws, gets it off to Griner, and Griner holds on this time. He gets a 3-yard gain. It'll be second and 7. Making the tackle, Chris Vernon, in his 8th year out of Iowa. Say hi, Misty. There you go. Misty went to the kitchen, brought back some chocolates. Now she's back. Some chocolate. Clock is running. 4:18 and counting. Or 4:15. Emden in the shotgun on second and 7 from the 23-yard line. Emden draws back. Throws down the near sideline. Incomplete. John Alexander had 3 Vikings around him. It was broken up by Kason Sheed, number 22, in his 3rd year out of Iowa. A big third down coming up for Green Bay with 4:03 left. 3rd and 7 at their own 23-yard line. 4 receivers wide for the Packers. Emden back. Emden looking, throws, gets it out to Kirkwood, across the 30. Kirkwood to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 yards. First down, Green Bay. Kirkwood for the Packers in his 2nd year out of Oklahoma State. Keeps the drive alive. Green Bay, they can tie it up on this drive if they get a touchdown. .340 in counting. 5 receivers set wide. Emden in the shotgun. Emden draws back, throws down the middle to Alexander. Alexander out to the 39-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. On the tackle, number 40, Dylan Douglas, the rookie out of Colorado, the defensive back. We're live from Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Week 5. The Packers trying to tie this one up. Coming up on the 3-minute mark in regulation. On 2nd and 5, Emden drops back. Throws down the middle to Colt Covington. Covington's first catch. It's a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1. Adam Covington in his 8th year out of Kentucky. Dion Dial, the linebacker, on the tackle for the Vikings. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. 2:40 and counting. 2-minute warning coming up. Emden, play action, throws, he's caught. Underwood. And he completes it to Kirkwood at the Viking 41-yard line. That's a gain of 17 yards and a Green Bay first down. Vince Kirkwood. Nathan Hewitt makes the tackle for Minnesota. We'll probably have one more play, then the 2-minute warning. Packers now in Viking territory trying to tie it up. 4 receivers set wide. Emden in the shotgun. Emden draws back. Emden looking, throws outside to Burke, and he's out of bounds at the 39-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 2:01 left. A gain of just 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we will have one more play, and then the 2-minute warning. The Packers have worked it down to the Viking 39-yard line. Minnesota leads it 24-17 with 2 minutes and 1 second left. We'll have the 2-minute warning after this play. This one looks like it's going down to the wire. Packers come out in the I formation. Emden draws back, throws, dumps it off to Fancher, and Fancher down to the 34. That's the 2-minute warning. Vikings up 24-17 here at Chapman Sports. Welcome back to Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Week number 5 here at Chapman Sports. The 1-3 Vikings, the 1-3 Packers. Something's got to give. Vikings up 24-17. 3rd and 3 for Green Bay at the Viking 34-yard line. Emden, he'll hand off to Burke, and Burke looks like he's got the first down to the 31-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Packers in the hurry up. Emden in the shotgun on first down. Emden draws back, looking, throws to the near side, incomplete. He was looking for Alexander. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kick and Knuckles hoping the Packers can get a score here, get a touchdown. On 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line. The Packers did lead 10-3 at one point. 5 receivers set wide. Emden back to throw. Emden looking, steps up, he's going to take off. He slides down at the 21-yard line. A gain of 9 yards, it'll be 30 inches. Clock is running. 1:22 and counting. 5 receivers wide. Emden back. Throws to the end zone. He's got a man open. Oh, incomplete. He threw it a bit too far. He had Deshaun Fancher open in the back of the end zone, but he overthrew him. It'll be 4th and inches. Just get the first down. That's what I do. Just concentrate on getting the first down. Packers come out in the offset eye. 1:16 left. Emden hands off to Burke. Burke's got the first down. A 2-yard gain to the 19-yard line. Fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up on a minute left. Emden in the offset eye. Emden draws back. Looking, throws underneath to Covington. down to about the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 yards. Packers in the hurry up. It'll be 2nd and inches. 50 seconds left. Emden in the offset eye. Emden drops back. Throws to the end zone. It's knocked down by Dion Dial. Incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and inches. And that'll stop the clock with 41 seconds left. This one's setting himself up. We could have overtime. We'll have the Rams and the Saints after this, whenever this game is over. 30 inches from the 10-yard line. Emden in the shotgun. 41 seconds left. Emden fakes the handoff inside. He gets sacked back at the 14-yard line by Wayne Hull. It'll be 4th and 5. They got to get the receivers back. 30 seconds. This is a huge 4th down. Emden in the shotgun. Emden back. Emden throws to Griner. And Griner, I don't think he got there. No, he didn't. Griner only got 4 yards. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Vikings will get it back. The Packers come up short on 4th down. Coming up to make the tackle is Tyrone Waters, the linebacker in his 2nd year out of Texas State. Makes the tackle, keeping the Packers from getting the first down. Wow. The Vikings will take over. Green Bay's going to have to take their timeouts now with 22 seconds left. They should have took them earlier. 22 seconds left. And it looks like the Vikings are going to go to 2 and 3. And Green Bay is going to fall to 1 and 4. But believe it or not. Bickford in the eye. Hands off to Hinson up the middle. And Hinson to the 13-yard line. The Packers take a timeout with 16 seconds left. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Packers last season finished with the best record in the league at 13 and 3. They're going to start 1 and 4. Unbelievable. And it doesn't get any easier. They take on the 4 and 1 Buccaneers next week down in Tampa. The Vikings will take on the 4 and 1 Lions. 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line. Bickford hands off to Hinson. Hinson's got the first down. Green Bay takes their 2nd timeout. But that will do it. The Packers can only stop it one more time. 2 more snaps and this game is over. Yeah, Evil Dead should be happy. Evil Dead's in Wisconsin right now with his son at that pinball tournament. His son won today in the opening round, by the way. And he'll advance to play tomorrow. He's keeping me updated. It's the National Pinball Championship. He's keeping me updated. Vikings come out in the victory formation.
All right, here we go.
Bickford takes a knee. Green Bay takes their final timeout. 1 more snap and we're done. And then we'll head down to New Orleans. It'll be the Rams and the Saints on the Bayou. The Saints, the only undefeated team left at 4-0. And they play the 2 and 2 Rams. One more play left. 1 more snap. And the Vikings will go to 2 and 3. And the Packers will drop to 1 and 4. Green Bay will be in last place. Bickford takes a knee. And the final seconds will tick away. Your final score, Minnesota 24, Green Bay 17. Thanks for watching here at Chapman Sports. We got the Rams and the Saints up next. We'll see you then.